If you've been really annoyed at how much the current transportation system allows you to basically go anywhere you want and have at least some semblance of freedom traveling, well, you're going to love the new system because it's a total tax and track system where you get to prepay for every mile you drive and the government gets to track you live in real time.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
The system that we're seeing here, this is called Origo, and this is being rolled out right now in Oregon. They've been working on it for 15 years. Right now, it's a voluntary process. They're getting people to volunteer for this, and some people actually are. That's the sad part. But eventually, they're going to make this mandatory, and it's not just going to be in Oregon, you guys. This is going to be something. 28 other states right now are currently working on some form of this. So eventually, in our lifetimes, we will see this fully rolled out. And what it is they're saying that the gas tax is no longer really very good because people are getting higher gas mileage, so they're buying less gas. People are taking more public transportation as they centralize the urban centers. Less people are driving, so now they can't maintain the roads as they could because they're not getting as much money from the gas tax. So the solution the bureaucrats of the system have come up with is this, where you put a GPS tracker in your car and it tracks you everywhere you go and then charges you per the mile. In this case right now, it's 1.5 cents per mile, but there is no reason for any of us to believe that even if they started it out that low, it would stay that low. Come on.
It allows environmentally friendly cars who paid extra for environmental cars to now pay their share because they've been getting away scot-free on the gas tax.
And that is totally what's happening because this article was in Fox today. They're launching it. And they show this guy, David Hastings, and they say he's a rare American. And this is the quote that he gave. I've been freeloading on the highway for 20 years, driving electric cars or hybrid cars, getting at least 40 miles to the gallon, so I haven't been paying my share. Okay, yeah, because you don't pay to drive. We don't pay taxes upon taxes upon taxes upon fees to just drive a car already. Now they're going to do this, and there are people that are just chomping at the bit. Where can I get that tracker? Put 6 of them in my car. I love it. Oh, yes, it's very cute. I was going to explain to you how this works. But you know what? I think what I'll do instead is I will play the Oregon Department of Transportation's cartoon that they made to explain it to you instead.
It's one of a kind. Our high deserts, majestic
Oregon,
mountains,
one of a kind.
green forests,
Majestic forests, fertile valleys, vibrant
and
cities.
smooth coasts.
They even have a whale.
Oregon,
And
a
also
great place to
tracking
live,
you and
work,
taxing you
and
everywhere
play.
you drive. Just so
Connecting all
beautiful.
this beauty. You where you want to go and getting the stuff you want to buy to your store takes a lot of care and maintenance. And it costs a lot of
Costs a
money.
lot, you guys.
For a long time now, we pay for our roads whenever we fill up at the pump. It's called the gas tax. But as cars and trucks get better gas mileage, they use less gas and pay less money for road and bridge maintenance.
Oh no, they pay less money.
And now,
As if there was
some
no
cars
other
don't
way
use
to fix
any
the gas
at all.
tax
What to
dilemma.
do?
I mean, it's
What
a
to
problem,
do?
reaction, solution.
It absolutely is. And she goes, what to do? Well, let's institute an electronic control grid where we tax you everywhere you drive. They've pushed everyone towards buying these cars because they're better for the environment and they save on resources and all this stuff, right? But with that comes this side of it where they also go, but now that you have that environmentally friendly car that you don't have to pay as much gas tax, well, we can't fix the roads. So the only way to do this is for you to put a tracker in your car so we can track you everywhere you go and tax you for it.
Sing Origo.
Origo.
A new way to take care of our transportation system. With Origo, you put a simple device in your car and drive.
You just put a
Instead
simple
of
device
paying
in your
per
car and
gallon at the
drive.
pump, you pay 1.5 cents for every mile you drive.
Every mile.
It's affordable. Even a Prius owner who drives 80 miles in a day only pays about 50 cents more for Origo. And if you drive a less efficient vehicle, you might even save some money with Origo. It's cool.
It's cool. If you drive a less efficient, did you catch that? She goes, if you drive a less efficient vehicle, you might even save more money with Origo. It's cool. What a mixed message. Thank you so much. But they have this whole patronizing, it's like they're talking to children. Okay, just put this cool device in your car. It'll be great. And that continues with this guy here. This is Communications Manager Tom Fuller from ODOT. He's going to explain the simple device installation. I'm doing derisive air quotes because they never call it a GPS. They never call it what it is. It's always the device. But listen to how he talks to everyone.
Hey, it's Tom Fuller from the Origo program again. I got my device in the mail from Azuga.
He got his device in the mail from Azuga. It's the device, okay? Not a GPS tracker, it's the device.
Put into my Prius so it can track my miles for the Origo program.
Woohoo!
Comes in kind of a cute box. I like it.
Oh, it comes in a cute box, you guys. He likes it.
Open up and see what's in here.
Yeah, let's see what's in there.
It's got some instructions that are going to tell me how to install my device into my
the device.
car. And then here's the device itself.
There's the device itself.
It's just a cute little green thing.
Oh, it's just a cute little green thing, you guys.
And it goes into a special port, and this way my car can connect to a satellite up in space and then come down and connect to Azuga so it can report my car's miles for the Origo program.
I mean, this is how they're talking to people about this. Now, check this out. So this is what you do. You choose your provider, you sign up, you plug in the device, and just drive. It's that simple. They didn't put number 5, pay taxes everywhere you go for every mile you drive for the rest of your existence in America. They didn't put that, but that's number 5. So let's go check out these providers, okay? So these are your options. You got 3 options here. This one's Verizon Telematics. This one is not available to the general public right now, but it is a GPS tracking version. Now look at what they've done here. Azuga is the one that guy just showed you, the cute little green thing. That's this. It's GPS enabled, okay? The one they have through ODOT is not GPS enabled, but as you can clearly see from this, and I'm going to explain to you, they have incentivized the crap out of getting this one. And financially and in all kinds of other ways. So most people are going to go with this when they are given the option, because this one, check it out, no out-of-state miles are credited. So you won't be tracked with a GPS. It's not GPS tracker. They just send you a tracker you put in your car that it ticks up the miles, kind of like an odometer type thing, and they track it that way. Although it is connected to the internet, so I kind of find it hard to believe they're not tracking you. Really, we're supposed to buy that. But anyway, they don't credit you for your out-of-state miles if you do this. So if you live on the border of Oregon and work in, say, California or something, have to do a lot of cross-state traveling, or if you decide to take road trips a lot, go out of state for any reason, you're going to have to pay for all of the miles you didn't drive in Oregon to Oregon's Department of Transportation. Do you see how that works? So most people are going to pick the GPS-enabled one, which has value-added services. Now, let's check out what some of those are. Furthering this whole thing about how they're presenting this to people as if they're a bunch of children, check out some of these extra features. You can make it a game where you earn badges that unlock for good driving behavior and then compete with your friends and family to see who can get the most badges while you're driving.
Because it's a video game culture.
It's like a video game thing. It's like they've raised everybody on Facebook Farmville, and now they're going to integrate that into this to make it super fun to be tracked and traced by the government. So you get to unlock badges while the program tracks your driving behavior and gives you a score. Do you see what I'm saying? Then you have other things like fuel usage monitoring, which actually sounds normal. Visual trip logs, detailed trip logs, remember everywhere you've been. So you can share it with friends and family and get there again. Listen to this.
Hey everybody, it's Tom Fuller from Origo again, driving around in my Prius. And
I'm driving around in my Prius. You know, this guy sounds like the joke on South Park. All the people with their hybrid cars smelling their own farts. I'm sorry, but he's just like, my Prius. Ugh.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
I'm on the Azuga website looking at account details. By clicking on the dashboard link on the upper left corner, I open up a whole new set of tools. One is a trip logger. Every trip I take is logged, and I can see each trip on a map simply by clicking the link.
Every trip he takes is logged, and he can see each trip he's taken with this map. I mean, can you just imagine? And they're trying to tell people this is all safe and secure and no one can hack it, because we all know that's true. So that's great. There's an online log that shows every place you've gone. Everywhere. It remembers them all. I don't know for how long, but oh my God, they're doing that. And also, you can see details about your trip like duration, cost, and your carbon footprint. So that's totally built in. Also, they have this cool feature called Safe Zones, which offers peace of mind that anyone driving your car, such as a teenager, that's just their example, is, quote, safe by allowing you to set up a geographical zone and then be notified when the vehicle has crossed into that zone. This blows my mind. It's so weird to me that we have this. I mean, some of the stuff they have coming soon in here, like your check engine light decoder, that kind of stuff might be really useful to have. But then it's buried in here with all this creepy Orwellian stuff that they're going to be doing to people. I mean, plus the carbon footprint thing, it's just, once that feature gets going, there'll be like even another tax for that later on that they add in once this is mandatory for everyone based on your carbon footprint. I mean, but I don't think people understand the level we are at with this kind of stuff. Just because Oregon's rolling it out first, I mean, like I said, 28 other states are in the process of something like this. And eventually this will be the way they do it for everyone. Everywhere you go is going to have to be tracked and traced. And they're doing it, they're justifying it by saying that's the only way they can pay for the roads if we have fuel efficient vehicles. So you're just damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. At least the gas tax was like a passive way of you pay a tax when you buy the gas. And so they don't track you every place you go and keep it in a website database that has maps of every place you've driven. My God, this is horrifying. I'm horrified by this. I'm sorry. 40 cents of every dollar collected is going to go to the vendors, the GPS tracking people and all that, right off the top. That is quite a paycheck. I don't know if you've seen this video, but this is back when Progressive was doing the snapshot device. If you put basically the same type of device in your car, you can save on your car insurance.
And, well, I'm typically not one for being tracked by the man, but I do like to save money and the...
Yeah, he's typically not one for being tracked, but he likes to save money.
Yeah, I mean, you can see what's happening. They've incentivized this in the public sector, in the private sector. All around you, you're being taught that you are being tracked, you're being traced, but it'll be good. That's how you get discounts. That's how you get recognized for being a good citizen. It's taking away your rights, and it's beyond making it a privilege. It's nightmarish.
It is. And check this out really quick before we go, because I know we're taking forever to talk about this, but it just blows our minds, and that's why. But if you go down in the comment section, it's like people don't get it. Look at this guy. Does anyone know if this has a tracking device in it and they're not telling you, or it doesn't? I want to get it, but not if there's a tracking device in it. Yes, it is a tracking device. That is the whole point of what this is. It's a tracking device. These are tracking devices. And then you go down a little bit and someone said, what happens if you just never send it back and leave it plugged in forever? 30 days, 60 days, 365 days? Who is counting? The people who gave you the tracking device are counting. That is how tracking devices work. I think this is kind of funny too. But anyway, the point is, this is what's up, okay? And they're trying to... It's like they forced everyone. They said, you're horrible, evil people, that you're wasting all these resources and your carbon footprint is gigantic. And you got to get these more fuel efficient cars. And that's cool. It makes sense to me to get a fuel efficient car and get more miles to the gallon. But then once you do it, they go, oh, but now we can't take care of the roads unless we can track and trace you and charge you for every mile. And it will start out 1.5 cents or something like that. But we all know what happens, okay? We all know where this is going. So... it's just the patronizing, cartoonish way they have rolled this out. And it's just this little cute green thing you put in your car. And people don't even seem to get that this is what's going on, that this is an electronic control grid.
It's going to be mandatory.
It's like Aaron said, we're going to be a really efficient society, but we're not going to be a very free one.